Hey, what is going on, guys? Hex Competitive back in today with a brand new video, and as always, down in the title below will be the topic we're talking about today, and that just happens to be about, is Reem one of the best characters in anime? And I'm really just gonna go through a couple things. There may be like 3 or 4, maybe not 4, maybe most likely 3, but I just want to start off with by saying she's just written by a better writer. I mean, that's one plus about Reem. She's just written by someone that knows how to use the niches within this plot. He just knows how to use the context around two characters. He really just knows how to do that. And I don't think I need to say any more about that. Just watch episode 18 if you haven't seen the series, and you may already be like, well, fuck. But other than that, let's hop into Reem as a character. Early on, we see the struggle with Reem trusting people, really kind of being lifeless, really kind of shutting herself out from everybody. Even whenever she talks to Ram, she seems as if she's kind of not too emotional in a sense. And that's really because she is in a shell. She's kind of in a shell of herself because she really blames herself for what happened to her sister in the past, and we learn that. And she doesn't trust anybody, too, because she doesn't want anything to happen to her sister. So she's just blindly throwing people aside and whatnot, blindly just making herself just in a shell, being in a field where no one can really penetrate it. Yeah, she can hear voices, but your voice really doesn't break through. And we see Subaru break through that, and it really helps her character early on because we know who she is. We know what she's been through whenever we get that flashback about 2 episodes after we beat her, whenever they're fighting the dog beast or whatever it is. So I mean, that really helps her character right there alone. Now, another reason is she just really ricochets well off Subaru, and I think that's really why these two characters are some of the best characters in anime, simply because the context around them is amazing. It's awesome. The dialogue between them is just phenomenal. And I mean, the plot really sets this up for him. It really sets this up for him. And I want to close this out with one thing that's the most important thing, which we really can't, if you think about it, you can't deny it. It's amazing, and I don't know how I didn't think about this and make a video about this sooner. And that is the simple fact that, what's one thing that a lot of female characters in anime say? What is it? It's the simple fact, I'll never leave you, I'll always be by your side. And we never really get to see that, right? We never really truly get to see that. It's usually towards like an end of an anime, right? And we never get to see that. But one thing about ReZero is, we do get to see that. We get to see it because of Return by Death. And what I mean, and where I'm going with this is, I mean, we have the White Whale, for instance. We have Reem getting mangled, for instance. All these things. Just we have Reem in episode 18 saying it's okay if you, I've thought about us having children, running away together, but she wouldn't do it because she knew Subaru was in love with Emilia. And she still stayed by his side. And we get to see all these things and all these different paths. Reem never wavers. She's always the same consistent person every time. She's true to her character. And once again, she's just written in a story with a better writer, Tape Nagasuki. It is what it is. It's hard to beat that. It's hard to beat that. So really, the world and Subaru, the world around her, and Subaru's powers really make Reem who she is, and at the same time, it really makes Subaru who he is too, right? And it's just amazing. It's amazing you get to see that aspect, because it's something that's really kind of original in a sense, right? Because we don't get to see that. We really don't get to see that. And some of you guys were like, well, yeah, they stayed by him in the end. Yeah, but we don't get to hear them even say that and see what that truly means until the end, which by that point, everything's wrapped up and there's really nothing to persevere through. Reem, we get to see it early on. Like I said, once again, let me repeat myself one time. We get to see it very early on, and we get to see her do it over and over and over again. And it's amazing. It's truly, and that's why Subaru is truly just connected with Reem. And that's why Reem and Subaru, I feel as if Subaru does love Reem just as much as he loves Emilia in a sense. Sometimes we're subconscious to that. Because, I mean, look what happened after Subaru and Reem kind of had their little talk on episode 18. The next few episodes after they defeat the White Whale, there's that picture with them like rubbing noses, and one's crying, the other one, and I think Subaru is crying too. I think they're both crying, but they're like rubbing noses. Friends don't act like that. Friends don't act like that. And I think it's interesting. I know I'm rambling on here at the end here, but I want you guys to think about this. Emilia really resembles a jealous witch, right? What if she were to get jealous of like Reem and Subaru? Like what if that were to happen? I'm just interested. Would it activate something? Would something come up? Would something happen? Like definitely, if you guys stay for the video this long, leave down in the comments below. What do you think about that? You probably didn't think about that before, did you? But I just want to know. I just want to know your guys' thoughts on this whole topic and everything. Even this last little minute segment I did. But as always, guys, you've been Hex. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow my Twitter at Hex25. See you guys next time. Peace.